Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to week 13 of Math for first and second graders. Today, we are working on place value, numbers up to 99. For those of you that have seen me before or are just tuning in with us today, I am Mrs. Ward. I am a kindergarten and first grade ESL teacher for HISD. I am also one of HISD Mint teacher leaders. Today, you see Miss Ward with the mask close by because we are practicing safe and responsible practices to help prevent the spread of COVID. So Ms. Ward has people popping in and out. So today you may see me with my mask on, but I have it close by. Right now I don't have anybody within 6 feet, so I don't have it on. But you may see me put it on later. So this is why I have it close by, just in case. For today's lesson, boys and girls, you're going to need your pencil, paper, and positive attitude. We will be going through our introduction, our warm up and vocabulary, our number of the day, and our math lesson. Our objective for today is that we will use objects, pictures, and expanded in standard forms to represent numbers up to 120. Are you ready, mathematicians? Go ahead and grab what you need and let's dive into today's math lesson. So glad to see you guys back today. For our warm up today, boys and girls, we are going to be skip counting. We are skip counting by tens. We have gotten really good at this and we've done a lot of practice with it this year. So today, as you do your skip counting, I want you to do jumping jacks with each number that we say as we count our multiples of 10. So go ahead and stand up, find a place where you can spread out, and let's get ready to count. Are you ready? Take a deep breath in. Let's get those jumping jacks going. I'm going to put up place value blocks representing multiples of 10 and you count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Take a deep breath in. Some of you counted with me, but you did not do your jumping jacks. Let it out. Make sure you're doing those jumping jacks because when you get up and get moving, you get your blood flowing and it helps you retain your information. Now let's count backwards from 100, counting by tens. This time you're going to do your shoulder rolls. So every time you say a multiple of 10, roll your shoulders backwards. Are you ready? Let's count back. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Great job. Here is some of the vocabulary that you're going to hear me saying in today's lesson. You're going to hear digit. A digit is a symbol for a number. Place value, the position of a digit in a number used to determine its value. You're going to hear me talking about the ones place, the place where a digit is written to represent how many ones are in the number, or tens place, the place where a digit is written to represent how many tens are in a number. And now if you have your paper and you are ready to begin, we're going to start with our number of the day. That means we're going to show all the different ways that we can compose the number 36. Remember, to compose means to put a number together. How can you put things together to create 36? Do you know how to make 36 using tally marks, money, addition, subtraction, expanded form, word form, skip counting, word problems, whatever you can think of to create 36, I want you to represent this number. So go ahead and write the number 36 on your paper. We write 36 with a 3 and a 6. That is the digits needed to write 36. I'm getting ready to start your timer. And when I say go, you're going to have 2 minutes to show all the different ways that you can make the number 36. Are you ready? Let's go. The timer is starting now. How many different ways can you come up with? Think about all of those things we've been talking about in the past for those of you that have been joining in. I want you to think about standard form, expanded form, word form. Can you show me the number 36 using subtraction? I see some good thinking. Don't stop writing. Show me addition. Place value blocks. Can you show me 10 more or 10 less? What about a number that is greater than 36 or less than 36? You have about 40 seconds, boys and girls. Don't stop. Keep those pencils moving. You can do it, great mathematicians. I know you can. You've been doing great work. So show me all the different ways that you can create the number 36. 15 seconds. Don't stop that pencil from moving. Come up with at least one more. And I'm going to show my ways with you. I know that you can do it. And you know what that sound means. That sound means that time is up. So let's look at some of the ways that you created the number 36. And Miss Ward is going to share with you some of the ways that I came up with to compose the number 36. On my paper, I wrote the number 36 in word form. You can write the number 36 with the word 30 and 6. You write 30 with the THIRTY and the word 6, SIX. So the word form would be 36. Then I wrote a number sentence. For my number sentence, I put 30 plus 6 equals 36. You're right, 30 plus 6 is also the expanded form. Next, I showed you 10 less. So if it's 10 less, that means I'm taking 10 away. So I put 36 minus 10 equals 26. And lastly, I gave you a picture or illustration, which is also representing the standard form. I use place value blocks to show the number 36. Here I use tens and ones. So I use 3 tens and 6 ones. And that gives me 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Let's take a look at standard form, boys and girls. In the last slide, you heard me talk about standard form. I want to represent the number 48. So I know for standard form, I'm going to use my place value blocks to represent this number. And you see my first place value block couldn't wait. He already snuck on the screen. I am making the number 48. How many tens and ones is it going to take for me to create 48? Here you see there's already one 10 there. This place value blocks has 10 ones combined, so it is called the 10. Each of these sticks you see represents 10. So how many tens are going to be in 48? You guessed it, it takes 4 tens to make 48. Because that would give me 10, 20, 30, 40. So 4 tens gives me 40. Is that 48? No, that's only 40. So how many ones do I need now to make 48? I already have 40. So if I want to make the number 48, I need how many ones? Which digit is in the ones place? Yes, the number 8 is in the ones place. So I need 8 ones to make 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's count it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. We just made the number 48 in standard form. When we're using standard form, that means we're using a illustration to model the number using place value blocks. Sometimes for standard form, it means we're writing the digits that represent the number. But here we already have the digits. 4 and 8 makes 48, or is representing 48. So we use the place value blocks to then show 48. 4 tens and 8 ones equals 48. Now it's your turn, boys and girls. Look at the numbers on the screen. Here you have the number 58, 32, and 64. Let's see if you can match the number to the correct illustration. Which one shows the standard form correctly? Let's start with 58. How many tens are going to be in 58? Yes, 5 tens are in 58. And how many ones are in 58? 8 ones are in 58. So which one is the correct standard form of 58? You guessed it. The second one is the correct standard form of 58. Here we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. Next, see if you can find the correct match for 32 in standard form. I heard someone say it. It's the last one. The last one represents 32. Let's count it and be sure. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. 3 10s and 2 1s makes 32. And what about 64? There's only one left, so we know that the top one is representing 64 because it has 6 10s and 4 1s. So if we put those together, we get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Great job using standard form, boys and girls. So here we have the number 28. We just talked about standard form. We said when we decompose the number, that means to break the number apart. We're looking at how many 10s and 1s does it take to create this number. Sometimes we have to use 100 10s and 1s, but today we're looking at the 10s and the 1s. So for the number 28, we see 2 10s and 8 1s makes 28. That's 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So how can we write that in expanded form? When we write expanded form, we're writing the value combined for each digit. So what is the value of the 2? The 2 in 28 is representing how much? The 2 is representing 20. So the first thing we would put, if we want to put this in expanded form, would be 20. But what do we have to combine with 20? How much is the 8 worth? The 8 is worth 8. So that means in expanded form, we could take 20 and 8 and put it together to get 28. 20 plus 8 equals 28. My 2 10s are representing the 20. And the 8 1s are representing the 8. So 20 plus 8 equals 28. Now let's see if you can match the correct expanded form. And Ms. Ward has to make a quick edit. I was typing so fast, I didn't change some of the numbers. Now, let's try again. Remember, I told you sometimes teachers make mistakes too, and it's okay as long as you learn from your mistake and you correct it. So the first number we have is 68. So if I take the number 68 and break down the values of the 6 and the 8, how much is that 6 worth? The 6 is representing 60. And the 8 is representing 8. So that means to make 68 in expanded form, I'm going to put it with 60 plus 8 equals 68. What about 72? How can I show 72 in expanded form? 72 can be represented by 70 plus 2 equals 72. And lastly, what about 94? How can I show 94 in expanded form? I know the 9 is representing 90, and the 4 is representing 4. So 90 plus 4 equals 94. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now, let's practice, boys and girls. Here is the number 43. What number is this? Yes, 43. How can we represent the number 43 using standard form and expanded form? Think about what we said about standard form. Remember, for standard form, we are going to use the place value blocks to represent this number. So when I look at the number 43, how many tens do you see in 43? Ding, 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 you guessed it. There are 4 tens in 43. How many ones are in 43? There are 3 ones in the number 43. So if I want to show this number in standard form, I would put 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. So 4 tens and 3 ones represents 43. I can compose the number 43 with expanded form also. For standard form, I need 4 tens and 3 ones. So now let's decompose it. Let's break it apart. What was the value of the 4? The 4 is representing 40. So that means if I put it in expanded form, I'm going to need 40 plus what? 40 plus 3 equals 43. And that should say 43, not 44. You guys have an eraser at home, so when you make a mistake, Miss Ward is on the computer. So I just use my keyboard to make an edit. So here was the number 43 in standard form, and we said for expanded form, 40 plus 3 equals 43. And now, boys and girls, it is your turn to practice. So my first graders, you're going to show the number 53, 85, and 76 in expanded and standard form. So first write those 3 digits on your paper. Then you're going to show it in standard form using place value blocks and expanded form, joining the value of each digit. And my second graders, I want you to show the numbers 154, 77, and 88 in word form, expanded form, and standard form. And just in case you forgot, remember word form means to write the word to represent the number. We showed that in our problem of the day. I'm going to give you a few minutes to copy it down. And as you are writing it down on your paper so that you can get ready to practice it, I want you to think about or reflect on what we learned today. Today, boys and girls, we talked about representing numbers. We showed those numbers using expanded form and standard form. For your exit ticket, Ms. Ward said for your independent practice, first grade was going to show the numbers 53, 85, and 76 in expanded and standard form. And my second graders, you were supposed to show the numbers 154, 77, and 88 in word form, expanded form, and standard form. You have 1 more minute to write it down if you have not written it on your paper, because I want to see your independent work, mathematicians. You can do it. Show me what you learned today. You got it copied down? Somebody said just a few more seconds. All right. And now, boys and girls, it is the time in the lesson where we are closing for today. So I want to thank you for joining me. I can't wait to see you next time. Don't forget, boys and girls, wear your mask so you can stay safe. Keep yourself safe and others. Ms. Ward can't wait to see you next time. Thanks for joining in with us today. Until next time, bye, mathematicians.